Hi! Today we're going to be doing mixed number stories. When we do mixed number stories, that means that there's going to be problems and we are not going to know if we're supposed to be doing adding or subtracting. We need to look at the words in the story to try to figure out what it's asking us to do. So we're going to look at some key words. When we have addition problems, our plus problems, and we're reading the words and we hear the words in all, got more, or all together, those are usually clues that means that we want to add. Our numbers are going to be getting bigger, we're going to be adding them to figure it out. Then we have subtraction. If you see or hear the words less, gave some away, how much more does this person have, or how much less does someone have, that means we're going to be subtracting. We need to figure out the difference of the numbers. So there's different diagrams we can use to help us out. We've done the start, change, end, our part total. Last time we worked on the quantity difference. So we're going to figure out how to do all of them for the same problem. Our problem we have right now is, yesterday I made 17 cookies. I made some more today, and now I have 26 cookies. We need to figure out how many cookies I made today. So if we use our start, change, end diagram, we're going to start with 17 because that's how many I made yesterday. We don't know how many I made today, but we know that I ended up with 26. So we need to use our hundreds chart or do our counting to try to figure out what that change was. So if you figure it out, you will notice that the difference between 17 and 26 is 9. And we had to add 9. Our number got bigger. If we started at 17 and ended at 26, we got bigger. Now, if we want to do the part total, we know the total. We know that I made 26 cookies. We know that yesterday I made 17, which is a part. We don't know how much I made today. So again, that's how we would figure it out. We would figure out what plus 17 equals our 26. We already figured it out, so we know that that's going to be 9. The third diagram that we could use was one that we used last time. And we know that the big box on the top means that's where our big number is going to go. So 26 is going to go up here. We know the other quantity that we started at, which was 17, but we don't know the difference. So by using this model, doing the 26 minus the 17, we're still going to get 9. So here are the 3 different models we can use. It doesn't matter which one you use, we still ended up with the same answer. So you can figure out which one you like to use better. Now, for our next example, we have, there were 24 buildings, 6 more were added. How many buildings now? This says more were added. So do you think we need to add these together or subtract them? If you're thinking adding, then you're right. So for this one, I would like to use the part total one. Okay? We know that there were 24 buildings. So we can write that in our part. And we know that there were 6 more added. We don't know what the total is. So that's what we need to figure out. So remember, when we do our part total, we have to add the 2 small parts together to get the big one. So if you can do that right now. Oh, I noticed a mistake. We have 24, but I wrote 26. So we need to fix that to say 24. So our actual math problem is 24 plus 6 equals what number? So you can use your hundreds chart, you can count up, but figure out what that equals. Start at 24, 6 more. You ended at 30. You are correct. So this is how we do our mixed addition number stories. Again, like before, it doesn't matter which diagram you use, how you figure it out. The only thing that is important is to make sure you know what operation we need to do. You need to know if we're supposed to be subtracting or adding, because if you add when you're supposed to be subtracting, you're not going to get the right answer. So, just to review, if we hear a story and it has the words, how many in all, so-and-so got some more something, or how many of these are all together, those are clues that we're going to be adding in that story. If we hear the phrases or words, so-and-so got so many less, or they gave some away, or how much more does Johnny have over Timmy, that means we want to subtract. And this one is probably the hardest one, because when you hear the more, you think, oh, more means to add. But if they're asking how much more, that's our clue. How much more, we're going to be subtracting. So you can use whichever way is easiest for you to do. You're adding, subtracting, your hundreds chart, the diagram, counting up, counting backwards. Doesn't matter which process you use as long as you're using the right one. So that's how we do mixed addition and subtraction stories. I hope you have a great day. Bye.